first speaker is our David. His reply to my theme is that the most regretful thing is last year he started the daily routine, the workout routine, and spent a lot of time staying up late. So his health condition is a little bit worse and get bad. So is it better now? Not yet. And so the most grateful moment is that he put out a lot of efforts in the technical domain of the job, and he's very confident that in year 2020 he can do a very good job. For David's topic today is how I chase my dream job. I really want to listen to this speech because it's like an echo to my previous speech.
Yes,
so
exactly.
looking forward to David's speech. Let's welcome David.
2019, I decided to apply for a new job. And my plan was like this. It would take 3 months of preparation, and another 2 months of interview, and finally, I can come to Toastmaster happily to deliver a speech to share my experience. Great plan. I was so naive. The whole process ended up taking a whole year. And at the end of it, I was almost crawling to reach the finish line. It was hard. So I named my speech How I Chase My Dream Job instead of How I Get My Dream Job. For me, chasing is the process of bridging the gap between you and your goal. So the first story I want to share with you is about stop being perfect. All you need is to be a little bit better. Once I decided to apply, I came up with a list of the company that I really want to apply. And for different companies, they have their own unique requirement of skill sets. And for each skill, there is a different demand of proficiency. So I came up with a sophisticated list filled with hundreds of to-do list items for me to follow as a plan of study. Each day before bed, I will pick several items on the to-do list for the next day to study. But if I didn't finish all of the items on the second day, I will give myself a huge self-blame. It's like this. Hey, David, what's the matter with you? Why can't you finish all of the items? You're so lazy. You're so slow. I gotta admit, this is very unhealthy. And my mental state soon hit the rock bottom. I was depressed for a really long time. I feel like the to-do item is haunting me. I can barely see any progress on myself. And there's one day, I arranged a mock interview with Circle, since we're in the same technical domain. And he designed several questions for me to simulate the real-world interview. And after the mock interview, I asked Circle, hey, how do you think about my answers? And he think for a while. I think most of your answers are decent. However, I can tell that you are really eager to come up with perfect answer from each of the questions. And it makes the content really complex. I can't even remember what you say at the end. Just keep it simple. And that's the moment it hit me. I was trying so hard to be perfect the whole time. And that's the reason why I kept on happy and lose all of my confidence. Here's a saying from the book Atomic Habits. Be 1% better every day, and you will become 37 times better after a year. So after the day, I just try to be better instead of trying to be perfect. And soon I found the sad feeling of self-judgment fade away. And thanks to Circle. And the second story I want to share with you is about luck is inevitable in real world. But it takes a tiny twist of persistence to help you stand out. After a long preparation, I finally have the courage to apply for the dream job on my list. And the interview went really well. I passed all of the tests, and I impressed all of the interview managers. I was so confident that I would definitely get an offer. I even called my parents. I said, hey, wait for my good news. Huge mistake. After 3 days, I got the rejection email. And I can still remember the sad, embarrassing, disappointed feeling mixed together. I feel like all of my hard work was denied. But at the moment, I realized that here I am again, tried so hard to be perfect. This is not over yet. I still have a chance to learn from my mistakes and grow. So I wrote an email to one of the supervisors who interviewed me and asked for feedback. And the supervisor was very kind. He gave me a very comprehensive feedback, stating what I can improve. And I noticed that during one of the sections of the interview, he totally misunderstood my answer and approach. So I soon wrote back to him to tell him that the answer of the original question and give him a logical proof that I had already solved the same problem in my current company before. I soon get back to the horse again and continue my interview journey with a stronger mentality and knowing that I can solve anything. I can grow and learn from my mistake and become stronger. And here comes the luck of mine. After another month of endless interview, I received the offer from the previous company. It turns out the supervisor agreed that my answer was legitimate, and he decided to welcome me to his team. If I didn't persist until the end, I think the outcome will be entirely different. And I thank myself for being persistent and have the courage to chase for what I really want. Wow, what an emotion roller coaster I've been through. I went from the bottom to the top over and over again. And this is the crazy journey of mine, chasing my dream job. And I will quote one of my favorite movies, The Pursuit of Happiness, for my ending. If you want something, go get it. Period. TME